Calling all nerds. This is More Than Dice, the podcast where we dive deep into the realms of everything nerdy. Whether you're a nerd culture connoisseur, a tabletop titan, a miniature gaming marveler, or just someone who proudly embraces their inner geek, this is the podcast for you. And now, let's get to the show.
And welcome to an episode of More Than Dice. I'm Gonzo.
I'm Missy.
I'm Nessie.
How you going? Hey, Shadow Sword.
We
Good
are
evening.
delayed.
We're delayed. We've had a pretty busy week. Welcome to episode 368. We're going to be talking about convention etiquette. Since Adepticon is coming right up, we want to catch that while we can and get that soon. And we've got tons of stuff that we had to paint, so we're going to be painting and working on models while we're doing this and such. So we're working on that. But we wanted to kind of bring up convention etiquette because there are things you should be doing at a convention, not only as a player, as a student, as a teacher, as someone just walking around, just, things of that nature. We figured it'd be a good topic to cover. But before that, we need to go ahead and get to the business. We want to thank Turbo Dork for sponsoring the podcast and providing awesome miniature paints. I think they just did a
And
February
Stir
special.
Sticks.
Oh, the stir sticks. Yeah, these stir sticks, I don't care what anybody says. I use these things like crazy. These silicone stir sticks.
Oh yeah.
I use it to put mud on my bases for terrain. Use it for stirring up, in my airbrush. Everything. These things are amazing. If you can get a pair, go grab a pair. And then
It's a set of 3.
Oh, it's a set of 3.
Yeah, because they've got the pink, the blue, and a black.
Oh, I can't remember. I've
It's
had it for
beautiful.
so long.
It's beautiful.
We also want to thank Eldrick Foundry for sponsoring the podcast. Make sure if you want to build your own miniature, go and check them out. They provide things that a few other companies that do that do not, which we found out just recently. Also, our good friend James Wapple created some assets for Eldrick Foundry for them, which is really awesome. I'm going to brag because I did put them two together. And so that was kind of actually pretty cool, and put them in talks about that stuff. So I was really happy that made a good thing.
Gonzo the Fey creature did Fey things.
Very much.
Shocking.
Yeah. And so I was really happy to see that they got to do something cool with that. Because I'd mentioned to Eldrick Foundry, it's like, hey, you really need to talk to James and see about doing some collaboration with him, whether it's, sponsorship or whatever. And just recently they released assets for that. And I was like, woohoo! Very, very happy about that. Also,
The amount of dopamine that it gave us.
Yeah. So recently, I sent off the 500 miniatures for the swag bags that we did for Adepticon, the 3 chippies in a trench coat. That got sent off. It's going to be in the swag bags, so on and so forth. And so we had resin left over. And so I decided to do some special models for us to give away. And so I took a picture of the ones that are curing, and somebody was like, "You're doing uranium glass models?"
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes,
yeah.
uranium.
Because it does look like
The
uranium
full
glass.
move.
Yeah. And so if you're gonna be at Adepticon and you find us at Adepticon, just make sure to say, hey, and we'll have a special chibi miniature for you, only available from us. And each one of us has a different version. So you'll have to just, wait until the pictures come out.
Yeah.
I might be biased, but mine is the prettiest.
Whatever. What was interesting is, I did a bunch of
I
testing.
could see.
Go
I
ahead.
could see Michelle going. I could see Michelle going to Mizzy for hers because she'll be like, Mizzy's is better. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's the same thing. But of course, it's it's the doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna say why I think it's the prettiest, but once you see it, you're gonna know, and you're gonna be like, "Yeah, that tracks."
Yeah.
Hey, Big Jim
Mhm.
Slade. And then we do have a fourth person that will have only about 9, and they'll be giving them away. They've got their own special, and they've got even ones that are rarer than ours because they were test models. And I was like,
Yeah.
here, you can have these and give these away. Um, so we got that going
And
on.
I finally got the resin in,
Uh-huh.
so I'll be printing, my personal one in water washable resin
Uh-huh.
to to paint up. Um, so Mizzy, I might be like, Mizzy, smile. What do you do? I need, your hair.
So that'll be going on. We've got a couple of things coming up pretty soon. Tuesday, I got a special package arriving. I can't wait to see what it is. Um, I've been working with another creator on something, and I think that they're almost done. And hopefully, they'll get to us and we'll be able to see it and then we can show it off because we've been collaborating on something for Warcrow. So we'll have to wait. Could be used for other things, but we definitely tailored this for Warcrow. What
Nice.
else did we do this week?
We
Well,
played a game yesterday.
well, so
Sort of.
sort of. So,
So Gonzo did a TPK on purpose.
yeah. So,
That
I
so
tracks.
love the look. I love the look Nestor's giving you right now.
So we tried Draw Steel out, and we're going to use Draw Steel as the new campaign stuff and everything. And so, pretty much another player is actually GM, so it's actually really good because I can say, "Hey, can you go find this out?" and he can go look it up, which was really good for me because it's a whole new system. And we tried Draw Steel, and I told them, I says, "Guys, this first game is going to be like a prelude to the story. Don't worry about who dies, so on and so forth." We're good. Don't worry about it because your character's gonna be alive. And we started the story off, and we started with a combat of them fighting goblins, equivalent to what the book says is appropriate for the amount of people in the party. And it was a shit ton of 36 goblins with a
36.
36 goblins with a war spider.
The
And
spider was a brutal son of a bitch with its
the
trample.
War Spider really kicked because it has a trample ability.
Nice.
The one thing that we were looking at is with the rules is there's a lot of possible interrupts. And when I've got to dig in the rules a little more because some of it felt a little off, but we got to just check on it. And like I said, it was all a learning type thing. People were getting the system down really easy. The little dashboards that I 3D printed helped out a lot, I think. So people can figure out how to do stuff. And such, but it all worked out really well. And yes, I killed the entire party and did it on purpose. Getting a crit in this game is legit good. But
No, Gonzo.
but no, because none of y'all got a crit the entire time.
None of the players critted. It was just this motherfucker.
I think I crit like 3 or 4 times. I was like, so it was pretty fun.
I don't think I've ever crit in Daggerheart.
Oh, you know what's so funny though, Nestor, is in the game, they finally got into the world, and so they were sitting there and they're getting birthed out of this ichor to this new world that they are inside of, Horcus, and inside of
Nice.
this area. And they're looking around, and there's a goblin and a mushroom person walking by talking about, hey, at least you don't have that talking skull anymore. and so on and so forth from the next Varian campaign.
I cannot even
Yes.
begin to describe the look that I gave Gonzo.
Yes.
Then,
Wow.
at the very end of it, as they're sitting in the church and all this other stuff, as they're talking to, or no, they were at their house and they were talking to the ghosts and such. They heard someone sneeze, and a bunch of people said crumpets, and so Tomlin
I
and
died laughing.
yeah. Tomlin and the Lost Ones are now in this universe also, because it's all like separate ages in the universe. And what's funny is, um, I've come to the conclusion that the Lost Ones are actually Time Lords, and they just pop into every single age. And
That
so
tracks. That-
campaign 1 is, a Witherwild style campaign. They're in there, and now they're in Next Varan, and it's all Next Varan, but Next Varan with the Eldritch, which y'all are playing the one shots, and then the next age is the Underworld, and they're there, and then they're going to be in the modern world and the post-apocalyptic world, and so they're all like just going to be, they're going to be Time Lords.
That's that really would make sense too. That really would.
So
It's all that tinge Tomlin's taking.
it was
Mhm.
funny is Mizzy looked at it and started laughing, and Erica said, "Damn it, no!" So
Just when just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
So
Precisely.
we got to play that. Very very cool system. It does require that you use a mat with grids and such and miniatures, which was really good. I thought the map when I set it up, everybody was like, "This is freaking cool," and everybody had a blast doing it. Um, so we're continuing it on. We're gonna test out some more stuff, redo some more things, and we got what in 2 weeks we play again, and then we take like a
Yeah.
long break, almost like 2 month break because because we have no, yeah, because
It's definitely more than a month.
yeah, it's a
Hold on.
little over a
I
month because
actually
of
I
Adepticon.
actually I put this in my calendar, y'all. You should be so proud of me. All right. So we've got the 7th, and then we take a break until April 25th, because
Yeah,
Adepticon and schedules are busy.
Mhm.
yeah, and so we'll be doing that, which is all good. It was actually really good, a lot of fun. And then what else did we do? Oh, there was a new demo of a game that came out. And Mizzy is all like fucking shrouded. So we
It's
tried the
fucking
new.
shrouded. I don't need that shit.
We decided to try
We
the.
started playing Windrose because
Windrose is a
pirates.
pirate survival
Gonzo
game.
mentioned that. So I was like, oh, she's probably playing Star Wars. Wait, Unshrouded. And then he's like, no, this game. I'm like, what? Forget it. I'm done. Like,
Yeah, so we started the demo of Windrose, which is it's actually a short demo. It's not a very long demo. But you can still play after you finish finish the quests or whatever. And they say, hey, you're pretty much done, so you can continue to build because it's a crafting pirate game. And yes, you get a boat. Your crew can sing sea shanties. You can shoot cannons. You fight undead, so on and so forth, and you fight other pirates. Right now, I'm just
I
trying
am
to
living my
upgrade
best
everything.
17th century life.
Yeah. And so I am technically um, just upgrading everything to see what everything is upgraded. I've already upgraded all my gear. Now I'm upgrading my boat, and doing all that stuff. And it's been pretty fun. It's gonna be a really good game. Um, I think there's some tweaks they need to fix on a few things, like the combat needs a few tweaks. Things hit a little too
Yeah.
hard, in my opinion. I've actually upgraded all of my armor and all of my weapons, and I'm still getting smashed in the game quite easily. So I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. But it'll be something I'll pick
I,
up.
whenever I die, I actually laugh a little bit at how ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
It's so easy to die, and I'm just like, I'm not even mad about it.
No, because you get to you can respawn wherever you put down a a respawn spot.
A tent.
So yeah, so
Yep.
it's not a big deal. Um, once the world start opening up and everything, and we get more, there will be an early access. I will most likely put a server up for it, so anybody can play at any time. There is no PvP in the game, so no worry about that. So not a big deal. Other than that, we were like 15 minutes in the show. We didn't even done everything. I know we have some shout outs this week.
Oh
Yes.
Mizzy.
man, do we?
Eric Dane
Yep.
was definitely one.
McSteamy.
McSteamy.
Yep.
Definitely. He definitely where he came out. He had ALS.
Yeah.
And
And he was acting until the end, man.
yeah, he
He
actually
was a
did some
beast.
stuff for Euphoria before he passed.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Noonan,
Mhm.
which passed away. I remember him from when he played Frankenstein's monster in Monster Squad.
Yes.
And he's played
I remember
all
him
like
from RoboCop 2.
yep. Um, so I mean that was the thing. And
Robert
then
Duvall was
oh yeah,
was the
Robert
other one.
Duvall.
yeah, Robert Duvall. Man, was that guy? I mean, he was like 90 something, so he lived a long life.
95.
Epic.
Yeah,
Epic.
and the
Yeah.
movies, and that day I immediately watched Secondhand Lions because that's
Was
my
that
favorite.
before or
Yes.
after I saw it? Was that before or after I mentioned, "Damn, I wanna watch that now"?
It was actually when I saw that I was like, I need to watch one of his shows just so I can remember. And I'm like, my favorite movie from him is Secondhand Lions, just because it is
Yeah.
such a great,
Mm-hmm.
good movie. There's just
Yeah.
nothing to. It's just a
He
good
was.
movie.
Yeah. He was. I mean, my first movies were Days of Thunder, The Godfather.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and seeing him Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yep.
Very small thing, but still epic. Because he stopped acting as much, but anytime I saw him, Secondhand Lions, he was such a good actor, you know.
Yeah. It was such a great role. So that was one
Yeah.
thing I had to watch that one more than anything. But guys, um, we've got to make sure you look after each other. There's a lot of bad crap going around, a lot of bad things happening, and you just got to make sure that you are taking care of each other. Reach out every so often just to make sure everybody's okay. Say hi, so on and so forth. It doesn't have to be anything big, doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just make sure that you're looking at it. Even just simple, if you're on Facebook with somebody and they post it, like it, say hey, awesome, whatever. People need that right now, more than anything.
Sending memes and reels is part of a love language.
Very
Yeah.
much so. Mizzy, what are you drinking tonight before we get our cheers going?
I have a new drink to try. It is from the one of the Asian stores that we have locally. It's a lychee pop soda. So we'll see how this goes.
Nestor, what you got?
I have a Coke Zero in my Super Mario cup and a water on standby.
We're big drinkers tonight. I'm doing just
Yeah, we are.
good old fashioned H2O. You can see, look how crystal clear that is. A little bit of ice in it. It's already starting to melt. But
Oh god,
guys,
that smells good.
guys, please look
I
after
love
each other.
lychee.
Please take care of each other. Please look after each other. Reach out if you need anything. You know that you can always join our Discord. Mizzy, I, and everybody else usually hang out every once in a while. If we play a video game, we hang out in there. If we're painting, we hang out in there. Just so we can make sure in case somebody needs to talk or just bullshit or just sit in the room while someone else plays. That's
Coexisting in parallel play, man.
yeah, it
Mhm.
is a thing. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's not strong in lychee flavor, but the smell is really nice. But I'm not mad at it either. I
Mhm.
do think I would like a little bit more lychee taste, but I'm okay with this.
You're okay with
I
that?
will enjoy this. I'm okay with it. I
Okay.
I definitely still prefer the lychee black tea that I get from Daiso. That's really good stuff.
Ah,
Mm. Okay.
good.
It's a
Busy.
nice
What are you
nice
making?
bout. So I am basing my
Oh, I forgot my
4 models for my Northern Tribes for Adepticon. So
back.
I am inhaling super glue, or not super glue, but Elmer's glue. So I've got Elmer's glue
Nice.
and lychee juice to huff.
I got a entry grade Gundam Wing build for my test model for my weathering class for Adepticon.
Nice.
I did one already, so I wanted to have another one ready to show off. There's different ways to weather models, so I want to show off different different techniques.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I got my glasses.
Ooh, that's important.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
console. You kind of need those.
yeah. I put them in my box to take with me to gaming yesterday, and totally forgot to bring it back in here.
You
I'm
mean
still
the
working on my.
game where you killed everybody?
I didn't kill everybody. They live now. Souls.
They're now souls.
You killed our physical bodies, and we are now transported into purgatory, essentially.
And
Mm, mm,
But we
the
do get
tracks.
to we do get to have housing and build our own little residence type situation,
I did build.
and
I did build your base
have
house.
servants.
You have
We do get to have servants, which we decided already that we're going to name it Jeeves.
the
Is it a zombie?
ghost.
Oh, that's even better. Okay.
Yes.
So, because y'all have got you're everybody's still alive. I did start the house.
Ish.
Yeah, Purgatory has free housing, Shadow Sword. um, but there is. I did in our Enshrouded game. I built the starter house there,
Nice.
so you can go over there and look at it and start working on it.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, here's what we got. How do we want to do this?
You can do screenshots or whatever if
They'd
you
be
want.
like, Mizzy, why is your room the biggest? Because I'm designing it.
Because
Well,
I am a dwarf.
interesting
And
part
dwarfs need extras.
is there is, I wouldn't say there's a housing portion in Draw Steel, but there is, things that you can do in Draw Steel to get that type of concept in the game. And so I included it in here. So, and it adds another little fun thing that they can do is, just, you know, have
So that's actually
have a
probably
building.
what we will that's what we will probably work on during all of the downtime in between sessions. So technically we are still playing
Yeah, there is
in a
downtime
different way.
things within Draw Steel that they can do crafting because it's got a decent little crafting system and such, and so they can work on that.
As long as we go in the dungeon every 30 days, we don't get turned into automatons and cease to exist. It's fine.
Yeah,
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine.
Walk it off.
So, I guess we can get to the subject while we're all painting and everything. I'm going to be working on. I'm going to try to get all my blocking of my color of green so I can wash everything very, very well because I've got a lot of green that needs to go on these. And I figured that would be easier for me to do is start blocking out my green.
Just get all your sections in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
way, that way it's just out and done, and I don't have to worry about it. Because I after I've got the green on here, I take and wash the entire model with Agrathar shade, so the green stands out I mean, because I'll do the green, then I'll do the wood and stone, and then I'll do the ground, and then Agrath Earthshade wash it, and then it'll all be earth grade. That Agrath Earthshade wash will be on everything,
Yeah.
and then I can block out all the other colors because the skin is actually washed with color are they? Oh no, they're the skin is actually washed with the contrast skeleton horde, and not
Nice.
Agrath Earthshade.
Oh yeah, that gets up all the recesses really well, but gives it it counteracts the Agric shade very
Yeah.
nicely.
So, gonna work on that. So I figure that's what I'll do while we're getting this done. Other than that, so going to conventions. One of the things that when you go to a convention, there is etiquette when you're there, whether you like it or
Mm-hmm.
not. If you're playing a game, if you're doing anything, I can't speak from a teacher's perspective, but I'll let Nestor speak on that part. But one of the things that, personal space, you're most likely not going to get much personal space at a convention.
Mm-mm.
Because the simple fact that any big one, it's going to be crowded as hell, whether you like it or not. One of the things that I see, and this is not a dig on anybody or anybody that likes to have their personal space, uh, but you're going to bump into people. If you bump into somebody, just say excuse or sorry or whatever, because
Yeah.
and the thing is, most people are not going to even care because they know it's convention. They know that it's going to be in people's personal space.
Stuff happens.
Yeah,
No, I'm fighting. I'm throwing hands. Let's go.
throwing hands. Nestor's already at the
No,
hand throwing
I'm
stage.
ready to go. Yep. Yep.
But you're going to bump into people. Just say sorry, excuse me, whatever. And 99.9% of the time, people are like, hey, no problem, because they all know the same thing. It's going to be crazy, 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 crazy.
Yes.
So, especially like one of the things is walking around in the vendor area. Holy crap! And as Adepticon gets bigger and bigger, and tighter, that spot is going to get. It's probably going to get like Gen Con eventually if they keep going, and it's just constantly right next to each other. So that's the big thing. I know that Shadow Sword brought up the biggest thing about con etiquette, and this is I'm sorry, but this should go without saying. Please shower. Please wear deodorant.
Oh yes.
I don't know
Basic
how.
hygiene,
Yeah,
please.
basic
Especially
hygiene.
especially if you're playing for 8+ hours, right? Like put deodorant in your bag, take a break, reapply as needed.
Mm-hmm. Repeat as needed.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing is, there's a difference between you've worked up a sweat and such, and you are just not bathing. There is a big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference. I don't know how many times I've like sat in line waiting for something and somebody has not done basic washing. And it's bad. Just be self-conscious of that. Just bath. Wash yourself. So on and so forth. Not that big of a deal. Or it shouldn't be that big.
It shouldn't, but people miss out on it. So
That that's nobody likes to smell it. nobody wants to be around somebody that is. I mean, I've actually had somebody drop out of a tournament or actually concede a game because someone.
Wow.
I can't play this guy. Guy.
That is certainly a tactic. Please don't do that.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Like, no, don't do that.
So not unheard of. But going with other things is, like I said, if you are walking around the convention, you bump into somebody, you say you're sorry, and move on. Just oops, my fault. You're going to
Hmm.
do that. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You're going to. But be aware of your surroundings because, especially if you're going to Adepticon, you have so many people carrying armies.
Mm-hmm.
Most
Hmm.
people will have those armies, in a bag or carrying case or whatever, but
And
just be careful.
and then you get the guys that play, 40K with their carts. Just be extra careful.
Oh yeah,
We all put a lot of work into our minis. No one wants tragedy.
I think they tried to ban carts from Adepticon at one point.
I don't see
That
that going over very well.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I think someone said that they were trying to do that, and I was like, how's everybody going to carry their armies? Especially 40K armies, because those things are huge.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. 40K and Age of Sigmar armies are some of the biggest armies,
Yes.
you know, even at friendly events of like, oh, it's only 1,500 points. It's still a lot of models.
Yeah.
So,
Not all games are smaller model count like Warcrow.
yeah.
So and we all want to have fun. That's what we're here to do. We're here to have fun. However, we have fun. Some people need bigger armies, and that's okay.
Especially if you're an orc player and playing 40K.
Hmm. Oh,
I
you're
mean,
playing Tyranids and you've got a swarm army? Congratulations. That's 2 carts.
No joke.
but just be careful. Just make sure that you're got your situation awareness on. Um, Also, if you're gonna be drinking, you
Please don't
know,
do it in the registration line.
yeah, and please just
This
watch
is
yourself.
so
Yeah.
and I feel like we had a lot of improvements with moving to the Bayard Center because they do have that security check and everything. Um which is really nice. Um but this is still a family friendly event. There are kids around and just make smart decisions.
Mm.
I noticed there was
You-
less drinking last year than there was the.
Yes,
Right.
and like I said, I contribute that to it being at the Baird Center now with a bit more stricter policies, which
Yeah,
I am okay with. Like after hour party drinking, let's go. But not while you're gaming. Oh,
I mean, was it 2 years ago? We were waiting in line to get our badges back when it was at Schaumburg, and these guys had a suitcase and they were just chugging beers in line, and
yeah,
it reeked so bad. I was like, really,
yeah,
guys? Couldn't wait to get out of here.
Couldn't wait.
the whole thing.
Although when we used to play Infinity in Captain Con, Temple Con in Rhode Island, we had Infinity After Dark, where you could, after you finished your beer, drop it down like a drop pod, and it would be the terrain for the game, and it would stay there for the rest of the event. So yeah, by the end of the night, there were some tables that you're just like, what the hell? Uh, like
God.
I'm gonna move some of this. It's a little overdone. I'm gonna move them across, move them in different tables, guys. Like, come on, guys.
But yeah, be an adult. watch your drinking. Watch your friends, especially if they're drinking, because in case, someone can't hold it, you might have to escort them out.
Mm-hmm.
Not the first
That was
time
me
people have had to do
2
it.
years in a row.
Be an adult. Watch your alcohol. Um, One of the things that, I've noticed, and it's actually gotten a little bit better, is when people are playing games, people are trying not to interrupt other people's games by either
Mm-hmm.
talking about the game. If you're going to watch somebody play a game, people don't care. You can watch them play a game, but do not comment on the game as they are
That's
where they
super
can hear
annoying.
it. Yes.
Yes.
For the simple fact that they're most likely playing in a tournament, and if you give their opponent an unfair advantage, or you give them a unfair advantage, they're gonna get called out on it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this happened to me at Gen Con where I played the top Infinity player's wife casually, right? Just a casual game. She wanted to get a game in, and everyone's like watching her, trying to help her. And I was like, okay, guys, her husband is the number one ranked US Infinity player. He plays with him. He doesn't need your help.
So I was going to comment on that because that is one of the most annoying things that someone can do is come up, see somebody, and a lot of times it happens to the female presenting
Hmm.
gamers. Just because I look like a girl does not mean I need help.
You didn't need my help in War Machine. That's for damn sure.
So unless I ask for help, I don't want it.
Hmm.
And I need the way I learn is by doing, and I have to make mistakes to learn. Don't come up in my game and tell me how to play unless I specifically ask for help in a very casual game because I won't do that in a tournament.
Yeah, and the thing is it's more into the fact that, one, you shouldn't be commenting on someone else's game while they're playing, because especially if you're not in the tournament, or you're not anything, you're just there
Hmm.
to observe,
Hmm.
because you could technically get someone DQ'd or whatever because you inadvertently gave information to an opponent or to another
Yep.
player.
And then, yeah,
Yep.
if you're not playing the game, keep your mouth shut. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You can watch. Uh, or if you need to talk, walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's judges on the floor for a reason. Um, Now, mind you, I did use Josh a lot for simple questions. Um, because hey, what's the run chart? What's the run on a model? What's the charge on a model and such? Because I hadn't played War Machine as often,
Yeah.
and he was right there. He was right next to us. Um,
So, yeah, something similar like that kind of situation happened at last year with the narrative event. It was very casual, very loose. It was, hey, if you have a question, we're all here new, we're still learning. It's a new game. We're all in the same level. Help you people out if you still can't come to a decision, call us over. We're more than happy to figure it out together. So having that expectation is nice, and
yeah,
following that expectation is what's needed.
yeah. I mean, the other thing was the narrative for War Machine. Josh was hoping to just kind of sit in and play again, but he couldn't. So the TO was like, "Well, if you want to help me run the game, it would be because he had already played like two. He had played twice in the narrative, I think. So he really enjoyed just kind of playing in it. So he was helping out. Mm. he will be missed
Yeah, and
this Adepticon.
I am very sad, but I completely understand that babies happen.
No, this bullshit. No.
What were you thinking, man? How dare you?
Like, didn't you think about this? But
Why are you being so selfish right now? No.
right. No, that's oh my god. I felt that way too. I was like, what about us? What about me?
What about our quality time?
This bullshit, man.
You should have had kids a long time ago, back when I had kids.
Right? God, what were you thinking? What happened, Nestor? Nothing. Congratulations, man.
But I've
Yeah.
actually seen that happen. You know, going back to where people have started talking, and then someone's like, why did you say that? Because now he knows, one of my tactics, and blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
if you drop this here, I'm like, shut the F up, man. I don't want to be mean, but shut the hell up.
Shut your mouth. Um,
Are you
but
playing? No, then shut up.
not playing
Are
the
you
game.
my opponent? No? Okay, shush it. Go away.
Do you want to be my opponent? Because we could step outside.
Catch me
Gonzo,
outside. How about
Nestor got
that?
arrested again. Oh, damn it.
I'm not bailing him out this time. He's got a girlfriend. Girlfriend can bail him out
I'll
now.
Oh, she'll just be like, I'll get him
That's right.
later. He's like, she would be like, I ain't, nope.
As I watch
He's
the
not
comments
ruining
for the
my,
next one. I'm gonna go
he's
take a
not,
nap. He can sit there and think about what he
right?
did.
Mm-hmm. I'll get him later. He's not ruining my convention.
He can be in timeout. I don't care.
Exactly.
And I've actually seen that. We've all seen that happen before. So just
Mm-hmm.
be aware of your surroundings. Be nice. Don't interrupt or ruin someone's game on accident or on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If one of my biggest things when you're playing a game that's on a clock, don't touch your opponent's clock. Their clock is their responsibility. Your clock is your responsibility.
People do that.
Um,
Oh yeah.
I had a situation where I was playing in a game and I had forgot my command cards. I went to turn around, get them from the next table over. Um, I left my clock running. Didn't realize that, but I was like, okay, whatever. I forgot it. It's my fault. Not a big deal. Apparently, my opponent had paused the clock, and I didn't realize it. And so by the time I got back, I was like, okay, I'm not. I didn't pause my clock. I'm not going to worry about unpausing it because I didn't pause it. And then
Right.
5-10 minutes in gameplay, they're like, oh, you didn't do your clock, and I'm like, what?
Right.
Don't.
If you're gonna pause the clock, tell your opponent, hey, while you walked away, I paused your clock.
Yeah.
Like, hey, it does happen. You're gonna walk away, because of whatever reason. You're trying to be helpful, but damn, at least tell
Yeah.
somebody.
And then towards the end of the game, because I had walked away and they paused my clock and I got that free time to play, I was going to beat them, but
On the clock.
they convinced the TO to allow them an extra 5 minutes to assassinate me.
Oh, nope. Someone's catching these
So
hands.
I was not okay after that. So don't do that to people. We're here to play games and have fun.
Nope. Someone's catching these hands.
By the way, that person that did that is no longer allowed to play War Machine around.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to do.
There's your lesson. Don't be an asshole. Don't touch other people's
Mm-hmm.
clocks. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
For real.
Yeah,
I
I
think,
heard
yeah.
after that situation, the people that they play with asked about what happened to you and such, and I guess it got around a few months later, and that person was doing other things and no longer allowed playing in.
That's why you don't be an asshole.
For real.
Don't know if they're still playing anymore, but weren't playing with that.
Anyway,
What's some other ones? What's your
Don't touch don't touch other people's dice.
Oh yeah,
yes.
whether
Like,
you
I
like it or
figured,
not, people are superstitious about their dice.
My dice hate me anyway. I don't need any help. Thank you.
right? Like,
Yeah, Missy's first die roll at draw steel, she put someone in dice jail.
Yeah.
that,
So I
that
rolled
tracks.
a 1 and a 2 on my first one. Spin a special thingy to re-roll. Got a 4.
Oh no. Nope.
So I said, "Fuck you. You're going in dice jail."
Mm-mm.
Dice and dice. jail.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yep.
Yes. I ain't got time for that today.
Yeah. Nope. Come on, Tyrone. We don't got nothing time for that shit.
You done fucked up, Aaron.
Aaron. Balake. Balake.
D
Like,
nice.
That's still one of a great skit.
have I told you that I have a coworker whose first name is Aaron and his middle name is Balake?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, um, really quick, not to go off topic, but um, the we stay at a certain hotel in Brooklyn anytime a project goes on, and he was there for he had been going there for like back and forth for like 3 months, 6 months, whatever. So we told the front desk that anytime something comes in for him, she should say Aaron. Um, so anytime he walked by, she'd be like, "Hey, good morning, Aaron," and he got so red because he's like, "Damn it, who told you?" Uh, so, but yeah,
Best booth
no,
I remember from Gen Con was a nice witch selling good luck crystals and offering to purge bad spirits from dice. I need that in my life. Please, whoever you are, if you are listening, please come to Adepticon. I need you. I need your services. Thank you.
I remember Michelle. Michelle's first convention was Gen Con last year,
Oof.
and yeah, right. Like she didn't start small; she went big time.
She braver than I am. I love her.
Right, and she was looking for dice, and she's like, all these pretty click clackly things. I was like, don't fall for the trap, woman. Don't fall for the trap.
It's a
That's how they get you.
trap.
It is a trap. I don't know you. That's my purse. Sorry. Came out of nowhere.
So, Nestor, what about, students and teacher etiquette? I mean, I know as a student that if I'm taking a class, I'm going to let my teacher talk and not try to teach over them.
God, that's so nice of you. I wish others did that. Um,
I knew that was going to come up, so that's the reason why I said it.
oh, sorry, I'm fine.
Are
Okay,
you?
hold on. I gotta get ready for this because
You seem a little triggered.
teaching etiquette and student etiquette, you have to communicate. That's what your main purpose there. You are communicating to not just one, not two. You're communicating up to 24, maybe more if you're crazy. 24 students, right? You have to learn to balance um the time that you're giving one student over another. Sometimes some students require more time. It happens because some classes you have students that want to monopolize the time. You need to be aware of that. I'm guilty of that sometimes. Um, where you need to focus on everyone. And so if you help one student on something, you replicate that throughout the rest of the class. If you so for instance, you're teaching a student on how to panel line on his Gundam because he didn't take your panel line class, because he thought he knew how to panel line. It happens. But you describe that in the customizing class to everyone, right? You don't just say, well, if you panel line this way, but you may have another student who is not aware of how to panel line. So you want to answer one question, but also repeat it for the rest of the class. Um, Teachers tend to forget the simplest of things in the class, like, I don't know, paper towels. Some conventions provide cups, water cups, paper towels, and wet pallets. Some don't. Gen Con doesn't provide. Oh, now they do, but previously they did not provide wet pallets.
Ooh.
Right? That's some teachers don't use it. Some teachers do. I knew teachers that came in with their own wet pallets because that's the way they teach. Others don't. Um, Teachers, you need to prepare your classes beforehand. Um, Even if you have 5 students, you should prepare to answer the most basic questions and don't get mad. I've seen that from some teachers. They're like, "Oh, you should have some rudimentary knowledge on previous subjects." Some students don't read the bio of the class. It happens. So you gotta have some leniency, a little bit. But anyway, the communication between teacher and student has to you have to if you have a I've never had um a loud student. Like, I never had a student who just was being rude. Um but if they are, you should 100% ask them to leave as politely as possible. Um I've had students kind of get up and get out of my class. Um, Whether it's because they were like, "Oh, well, I don't need this class now. I got what I wanted." Um,
I got the Gundam. I'm out.
yeah, I got the Gundam. I'm out. Okay, like, damn. I've had students, like I said, I've had students come and take my class. I think I've had repeat students every year. Um, I feel honored by that, but also, don't be afraid to communicate with your students to find out, hey, was this something you liked? Was this something you didn't like? Could you use this? What what could make it better? Um, because I always want to develop new things and new classes. So that's just on a personal side. Um, yeah, some teachers forget the most basic of things. Um, and then they get mad that they're like, "Oh, no one told me we needed paper towels." You have an email, and you should contact the person running the event so you know what's going on. I tell I tell people in the Gen Con painters group, the instructors group, we do not provide paper towels. We do not provide water cups. We do not provide paintbrushes. We do not provide um we have extra paints, but if you don't like those paints, you can feel free to bring your own for your class. I don't have oil paints to help, if you're teaching an oil painting class.
I think it was funny. I think it was last year at Adepticon. This person was going to teach how to use green stuff. Which, by the way, green stuff is sold out. They're no longer making it anymore. That blue yellow gone.
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh, I
guess.
saw something about that. What's the T?
From what I understand, they just no longer make it anymore. It's just gone. They don't have it. Company, I'm not sure, but it's like blue green stuff is gone. Um,
Interesting.
That's weird. Okay.
but I guess somebody at Adepticon was going to teach how to use green stuff, and the instructor didn't bring any green stuff.
Okay.
That that
How do you
was that
get?
listed in the class description?
Well,
That
I
that
figured.
that is my number one question. Was that listed in the class description?
Well, here's my thing: if you're their instructor and you're going to teach how to do something, you better be bringing the materials to teach how to do something.
I agree
Mm-hmm.
with this.
Yeah, because the owner of the convention was running around trying to find green stuff from somebody so they could give it to them so they could teach at the convention.
Not Hank's job to find shit.
He was like, I have to find green stuff. Do you know where it has? No, but let me help you out. And I couldn't
I
find any either.
vaguely remember that.
Hank is
Oh
not a
man.
runner, my guys. He's got
No, he
a
isn't.
lot of important shit to do.
Yeah, he's not
And
listening.
and finding
And it
green
is
stuff is
not
not one of them.
no. He got 99 problems and finding your green stuff should not be one of them.
Like,
Facts. No.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yes.
But that's just me. But what about students? I noticed you. What should students be doing more than anything during etiquette wise during your class besides, you talk about teachers shouldn't be getting upset when someone doesn't know stuff or blah blah blah.
Their
What
phone on vibrate.
what they should be giving their undivided attention while they teach?
You know, I I think I think that might be a good idea. Um, I I tend to tell my students, "Hey, I want to teach this class to you. Please put your phones on vibrate." I'm not telling you put it on airplane mode. First off, that's just but
That's a
like
little dramatic.
that's a damn dramatic. But if I'm teaching the class, if you could just please put your phone on vibrate so it doesn't disturb the other students in the class.
Yeah.
That's all. Um and you don't have to, we're all adults here. You need to get up and use the bathroom. Feel free, right? Like I'm not going to tell you you can't use the bathroom. Um
We should
I
be
I
using.
really I really feel um students should ask questions. Ask all the questions you can, right? Like if I'm booking a class for 4.5 hours, right? Which I have my customized class is 4.5 hours. You have me for 4.5 hours. If there's questions you have about customizing, of Gundams, about Plascard, scribing, panel lining, um, whatever, in that 4.5 hours, be sure to ask those questions, right? I can't stress that enough because what happens is that you leave for the night or you leave for the day. You say, "Oh, I'll email him later. I had a question, but I'll email him later. I don't want to bother him while he's teaching the class." That question could be very beneficial for other students. Um, just that's just me. Um, I want to help my students as much as possible with all the information they can take and beyond. So don't be afraid to ask questions. I say that in the class. Um, don't be afraid to ask questions. And don't be afraid to interrupt me in the middle of something if I'm wrong on
So
something.
Nestor,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
What are your feelings on post class questions where the student may not have realized that they had a question?
If you
Are you
see,
okay with people reaching out?
oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
That's one I always say, at the end of the class, you know, my email is there. Um, I always hand out my business cards. Holy crap, I gotta order new business cards. Right.
Sorry, Nestor.
No,
A
no,
month, a
that's
month
really
before the
no.
convention.
Oh my god, I should be able to get them.
Sorry, but
If
also you're welcome.
I mean, also it'd be like I might just make a permanent QR code that links to my links, my link tree. Um,
Well,
but
there are stickers that you could hand out
uh,
that have a QR code on them.
also I know somebody that prints out QR codes in the 3D printer,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
mm, and he could do that for me. Um, but yes, so yes, please. I always say reach out to me. Um, I do have a Gundam Discord. I do have for my classes. I have my email address. I have my obviously my Facebook and all these other socials to reach out. I always tell them reach out to me, and also if they see me, and this has happened at Nova and it's happened at Adepticon, Warfare Weekend, Gen Con. I just see students will see me and ask me questions uh, during the convention. And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I know you're busy." I was like, "I'm sitting here. You're fine. Like, no, please ask me all the questions. Tell me everything you want to know because I can incorporate that into my classes. Um, because my classes are always evolving and other teachers are always evolving. We want to be better teachers. If any teacher that pushes you away um, may not have the time, but I don't know a lot of teachers that push students away after the class is done. Like, leave me the hell alone, get away. Like, personally.
Now, the only time I've ever seen that is when somebody was like, "I need you to re-show me all this stuff," and I'm like, I don't have time for a one-on-one. If you have a question, different. But if you're wanting a one-on-one session, that's a different whole thing.
Yeah. I don't do, I rarely have, I've never actually, no, I've been asked to help one-on-ones. Um, but simple things. I can't do the entire class over, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't do
Yeah,
that.
no.
Yeah.
Nope. No. Very unlikely. I mean, personally. Yeah. I just but also nothing I teach is overly complicated.
What?
Me? No.
Yeah, I've thought
Maybe
about
Nectar?
doing. Somebody had asked about me doing like an RPG session, doing like a class on 3D printing, and I'm like, no, I can't. No.
I wanted to do that for Gen Con. I wanted to bring a like a small Voron 3D printer and just show people how to do stuff, how to slice a model and how to print stuff and then I realized I was like, no, stick to the one niche I have right now.
It's a Gundam.
Yeah, before the miniatures come out and everybody starts trying to be Gundam experts.
Yeah, that was something I would thought about. If someone was asking if I could do, a 3D printing class and, go over different styles and pretty much like just a Q&A on stuff and, you know, a 101 on 3D printing, whether it be resin or filament type thing and such. And I was like, no, I can't. And then someone was like, can you do one about writing stories for RPGs? And I was like, man, no, I can't. I can't do that. I got no monies to do that.
Yeah.
I got no times to do that. So, but other than that, what else, Mizzy? What are some of the etiquette things you can think about?
Um, I feel like we covered the big ones. I'm trying to think.
Oh, also, don't pick up someone's models without asking them.
Oh,
Yeah, ask
yes.
first.
Yo. I don't even know asking first is even worth it. Just like I no, I like when photographers come around and they lie to me and they're like, "Yo, Ness, your models look good. Can I take some pictures?" Whatever. And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, good." Hype me up. Um, I know they look like trash. Trust me, I painted them like the night before. Um, but like at least they ask. But then, you get that one or two people that look and they start touching, and I'm like, and I've had Josh put his hand on my shoulder to like, it's not
Stop
worth it,
you.
Ness. To like, it's not worth it, Ness. I was like, yo, yo,
Just
my
because they're
model,
trying to catch these hands doesn't mean that they need to
right?
catch these hands.
My hands are rated E for everyone when you touch my models. Before, like, sorry, yeah, it triggered me. Damn, Gonzo, you triggered me again.
um,
Um,
what else? Anything? I mean, pretty much it's just be kind, be courteous.
mhm.
Have your tokens. Have your tokens, your dice, your widgets, your measuring tape, two measuring tapes. Um,
You're
you
measuring
know,
widgets.
your measuring widgets, your whatever tokens, whatever things you need, because nothing slows down a game and nothing uh can throw the vibe off of a good time when you're like, oh, do you have a measuring tape I could borrow?
Yeah.
Um, I'm guilty of that. I am 100% guilty of that. I went to Adepticon. I did not have 775 points worth of models for Signar because the army said 50. And then they were like, well, it said 50/75. I was not prepared. That's on me. And that really bummed me out.
I
Um,
remember that. Yeah.
and I was really bummed about that. But
It
then,
didn't it ended up working out though, right?
right, you and I had a great game. We
Yeah.
smashed each other. Your stupid pigs lived, pygmies and pigs. Um, but try to get as much information about the game you're trying to play as possible beforehand. If you have a question, again, this goes back to ask all the questions before the event. Um, I can't think of anything else. Cash is king. Have cash as backup. Don't patience is a virtue. Try to be patient when online at the vendor area.
Yes.
Um,
Mhm.
don't if you bump into somebody like you said, Gonzo, say I'm sorry, please say excuse me. Uh, choke slamming people into a vendor booth is not cool. I think they still frown upon that.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah, yeah.
also
Just me.
when we were at Adepticon last year, there was AMG had a special edition model that was coming out early at Adepticon for MCP, and people were wanting to get it, and no big deal. I understand.
Mhm.
Doors open. People started running.
Mm-hmm.
They were the first ones there, and they were running. My guys, do not run.
This is not Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gen Gen Con
This is not the
Gen
running of
Con
the
when
bulls.
they open, right. Gen Con when they open the door, they tell you do not run. They have security inside to stop runners. And they tell you don't run. Anyone caught running will be expelled from Gen Con. They're not playing.
yeah,
They literally tell you you're getting kicked out of the convention. Not for the day, for the entire convention.
Damn.
yeah. Because there was this
And
guy
that's
at
like
Gen Con.
every
Yeah, this guy at Adepticon. I mean, he literally was running in front of people and like jumping in front of people. I'm like, you're like the seventh guy through the door. You're
It'll be there. It'll be
it'll
fine.
be there. they're only opening one entrance. You're gonna get there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if try to, I think the best thing is try to reach out to any vendors you can before, like, their emails are normally open. They're normally quick to respond. I know
Mhm.
some vendors are hard, that there's a small mom and pop shops, but if they're doing something special, they normally announce it almost a week or two before Adepticon with the information. Um, but like for instance, Bandai at Gen Con, I didn't know what the rules were. So I didn't get my ticket to go get my Gundam stuff early at Gen Con. We did the next day though. So um try to get as much information as you can on your favorite vendors, their locations, um, if they're doing anything special. And honestly, sometimes it's okay to wait while it's available at your local game store. Um, and getting it at Adepticon or the convention. I know people want that. Like, I want to get this right now. I'm okay waiting.
Mhm.
On certain things, certain things. Um,
Right. Right. Right.
right,
Right. We
but
we all have our priorities here.
right, like I tend to end up buying Corvus Belly stuff every single time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just even if I didn't want elves, I still bought elves. Like I did
They're like
not buy.
Pokemon. You gotta catch them all.
Right. It's like, oh, how many armies for Warcrow do you shut up, let's not talk about that. Like,
Like I'm gonna go over there and buy the Moss Hermit. They're gonna
mm,
have a decent amount. We're gonna be
yes.
playing a game. We're gonna be over, in that area when the vendor hall actually opens. And I'm like, hey, you want to take a break and go buy something real quick with whoever my opponent is? Yeah, okay, my turn. This is where we're at. Let's go buy real quick.
Hmm. Warsenal, I've known Warsenal for 10 plus years. Warsenal, every time I see them, I will buy something from them because one, I am a loyal customer, but also they're gonna have something I want that I'm just like, oh, I need new tokens. I need new magnet widgets or whatever, measuring widgets for they're going to have Mount Haven measuring widgets because that's what they do. They're going to have
I would be very
everything for,
shocked if they didn't have them.
yeah.
I will be buying the acrylic dice and token set. Be-
Yeah.
The dice and the acrylic token set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
because I feel like there's magic in those dice, and not just the Fey magic that Gonzo has.
Now mind you, because I have the Mount Haven, sorry, the Songs of the Dormant second box, that did come with second set of dice. I still want the acrylic dice. So,
Yes,
The glitter
they're
dice.
pretty. Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
shiny
They're
click
pretty
clacks.
nice. Yeah, shiny click clacks. But I also have like a supportive girlfriend who, if I send her to, like, she's great. Like, if I tell her, hey, I want to go to this booth, but I'm playing a game, she will make it an effort to go. She's like, if I don't know anything, I will ask somebody. I was like, that's perfect. Like, a support crew is very important um
Mhm.
at conventions. So
Also, I mean, like I says, also pay attention to your companies because some
hmm
people are actually putting their stuff on sale on their webpage and say we can bring
yes.
it for you. Some people will
Yep.
like you
Yes,
order it now, put Adepticon in like the box or whatever, and we'll just bring it to Adepticon. Not everybody. There are some companies I
but there are
know.
people.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know that there also are some people, some companies that are doing pre-orders before Adepticon.
hmm
The StarCraft tabletop miniature game is doing pre-orders of their game before Adepticon, and roughly you'll get it after Adepticon.
Was it Malediction or Ignition Core
Both of them.
that they both? Yeah, like they're no joke. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think um Death Ray Designs has some stuff that if you order something, they'll have it ready for the convention. Hopefully, there's like a certain window.
Yeah, Malediction. When I went to Malediction and said, "Hey, I kickstarted this, just wait for my stuff to come in," they're like, "You want to pick it up now?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, please.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
yeah.
pick it up
I
now."
wish I had spent I mean, it's because of you, so damn it, Gonzo. Um, that
It's not a
I
podcast until we say "Damn it, Gonzo."
right, it's not. Like Ignition Core for oh God, what's the name of the game?
Relic
Relic
Knights.
Knights.
Relic Knights, right? Like so, I had to get my candy and cola, but I was happy to see that, right? Like I wish I'd seen them earlier at the convention. Um, so try to get as much. Like I'm not saying study the map, but study the
I
map.
am.
Right? Like, I'm not saying study the map, but study the map, right? Like
Yeah,
be Dora the Explorer when it comes to something like this. Um,
That
the
that
map,
that is something that I do to help prepare myself is I look at
yeah.
the map and I be like, okay, here's where here are the main places that I want to go, and then I can do a loop.
Hmm. And now we know now we know the venue a little better,
yeah,
Hmm.
right? Like when we knew the Schaumburg, we knew Schaumburg way better than most people. Um,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, when I taught Josh, I was like, "Oh, the first level is too busy. Let's go to the second level bridge. We can get past all the hustle and bustle of that area and just go down to." He's like, "How do you?" I was like, "Trust me, 10 years coming to Schaumburg, you pick up stuff."
yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, try to reach out to all the vendors if there are certain vendors you need to reach out to, um, or check on their website. Vendor hall can be very intimidating for first time people,
Oh yeah,
and
and it's going to be
and
crowded. This year's going to be very crowded
yes,
because not
yep,
only you're going to have
hmm,
everybody that bought a badge, you're going to have people that did not buy a badge too,
Hmm.
and there's going to
yeah,
be
And
so many people.
yeah,
it's also
Sorry.
important to check the map because not everybody is in the vendor hall. Last year they moved a
yes.
lot of the artist alley to a separate location.
Which I didn't know there was an artist alley.
Yeah, no, hardly anybody did.
You know, I knew there was a small business area,
Hmm.
um, which was further to the right of the vendor hall area. Um, but yeah, I didn't know where uh Golden Demon was, obviously, because everything's new, right? So like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know, where's Golden Demon? Where's Free Play? Where's this? Where's that? Like try to if there's something you're interested in, try to reach out to those in the map or even just in general in the look it'll tell you.
that's something that I really like about Adepticon is they have their app with all the information in there. So if you have your phone on you, then it's perfect
I download that I re-download that app
every
every
year.
year right before Adepticon. So I am logged in, ready to go with my registration number, uh,
Hmm.
so I can get it and find whoever I need to find.
Yes.
um, Media section. Do we have anything to talk about? I mean, I watched Secondhand Alliance. I've been really busy with a lot of other things, and I watched Secondhand Alliance. Great movie, by the way. One of my favorite
Mm-hmm.
movies of all time, just because it's just a good, solid, fun movie. There is no
It's
ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Robert Duvall and Michael Caine,
Yeah,
Hmm.
two extraordinary actors.
yeah.
Just for that alone, watch it. I'm
Being
gonna give you
grumpy
that
old
one.
men, being crotchety
In
old
the
men.
best way.
Yeah,
Best way. They are sick of everybody's shit. They just want to be left the hell alone, and I love that.
yeah.
I want to point out 3 years to 50, and I understand that movie more and more.
Yeah, it's just a
When I was
good,
in high
solid
school,
movie.
I watched that movie nonstop when I was in high school. That might could have been my first sign that I was some kind of neurospicy because I watched that motherfucker to no end. Like I was obsessed.
Part one and
Um,
part two. Uh,
yeah.
yeah. I
It was
mean,
just so good.
also it had Mickey. It had Mickey. It had it had the penguin.
Mm.
And he was mean. Like he, like you thought the other two were bad. He was grumpier. Like could have
Oh,
just done a movie about him.
something else we watched this week. I did catch up on the Beauty. Still trippy as hell. Still neat. Did watch the newest Star Trek. Did everybody catch up on
Mhm.
Star Trek? I know Mizzy
Mhm.
did because she got it.
Yep.
This newest episode. I wouldn't say it was a filler, but it was more character development.
It was
Yeah.
yeah, it was more of a filler.
Yeah.
Um, which is fine. You're supposed to. I knew from last week's episode that this one was going to be
We needed to
either a
come down from that. We needed some aftercare.
yo, what? But it felt like you ever watch the '90s ABC sitcoms like Full House and Family Matters and whatnot,
Mhm.
where you felt that the kids got away with murder and didn't learn anything. Like DJ broke in, she stole a horse. She should have been grounded or something. But still, Danny let her work at the stable and Becky let her ride the horse and like she got away with it no matter what.
Yeah.
I feel this is how that episode went. Like
Yeah.
like I was getting DJ Family Matters, sorry, a Full House flashbacks of like this chick got away with it and learned nothing. Like okay, I'm bitter.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we only have like 3 episodes left or so, so we're almost done with
Yeah.
this season.
I would Gonzo, I don't know if you know this if this is true or not, but I'm hearing rumors that Strange New Worlds after that's done, they're continuing on uh with the Enterprise crew being under Kirk and Spock and whatnot after Strange New Worlds is over. Have you heard that as a
I haven't heard that at all. I know that Stranger World is going to be over, and it's going to be done,
yeah,
but I don't know if they would do. They'd have to rename it something else.
yeah. No, it would I think they're going with like Star Trek, whatever, Star Trek, whatever it's gonna be. I have no idea, but
A new
um,
Enterprise.
New Enterprise or whatnot. But like, like can't call it the original. Can't just call it Star Trek
Nope.
because that I'm hearing like Star Trek Year One, which is like kind of dumb because then it's like one season. Or do you just like try to do like the pit where it's like the day of like it's an entire day of like on the Enterprise? Time, traveling through space would kind of suck. Sorry.
I
I don't
would
know.
like to see more post burn content. Like at the same time that Star Trek Academy is happening, what's happening on the outside world as well. I think that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
like I like post burn. I like so Discovery just found out how the burn happened. Everybody's all hunky, there's everybody's finding out things, but last episode showed, yo, there's some really scary things out there.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
Furies are the Furies, like they're scary as hell.
Mhm.
Like when he mentioned they eat people, that's not cool. like like yes, biting, nibbling, cool. Um, no, you do not eat your hostages. Like no. Um, pirates have always been fun on Star Trek.
Mhm.
Um, even they from the original series all the way to now, pirates are always great. I love seeing pirates on Star Trek because it shows that the Federation is just as they got pirate troubles from no matter what. Um, I didn't see anything else. I don't think I did. Yeah, no, I worked and that was it. I worked, came home, painted.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I didn't do. I didn't watch a lot of stuff either. I did watch a lot of Olympic stuff. Watch some of the games and some things that were going on, and some new sports and some different stuff. So I've watched some Olympics. I watched a lot of curling because usually I catch up on that at night. I haven't. I did watch some of the women's hockey, and then I did watch the free skate with Alyssa Liu kicking ass.
I absolutely love the joy that I'm seeing that she's having. I
Oh, and she's
I
a
don't
huge
care about
nerd.
the Olympics. Oh yeah, I can totally tell. I mean, she's got the stripy hair, which is awesome. She's got her piercing, which is called a frenulum or a smiley. We were talking about that the other night, and I told you
Oh,
wrong that it because I thought that she had this pierced, not this pierced.
yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, she's cool. I like her. I love that she's doing it on her own terms.
Yeah, and
Her
she's
story
like
is just great.
she goes, these are my top 5 anime that she's likes and complete nerd and such.
It's
But that
nice
was
seeing
hilarious.
a human.
Well, what's interesting is, people were bitching because, she's got the weird piercing, the weird hair, and then the other two female skaters are big. All three of them are big LGBTQ people, and they're just kicking ass, and people are pissed off about it. And they're like, and then they're all like, mad, look at America's doing awesome at hockey and got the gold, and then they found out that I guess the guy that got all the shots or everything is a big LGBTQ supporter, and they're all now like, we can't support
Mhm.
him now, and I'm like,
Yep,
y'all are a bunch of
I
pussies.
saw that. I'm like,
Yes,
yeah,
you
bunch of
can. You're just a
pussies.
bunch of assholes.
Yeah. I was like, fuck it, bitches.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't watch Olympics generally at all. Like I am not I've never been into it. I was like when the Dream Team first came out because I like basketball, but other than that, like I Winter Olympics never really interests. You know what Nestor does in the winter? He stays inside. Like,
I saw a clip of an interview of an interviewer asking one of the Olympians if she saw that the silvers that she got were a loss of a gold or an addition to silvers, and her response was just wonderful of, well, I'm the most decorated Olympian in this sport, so that's just something by itself. And I'm like, yes, that's the attitude.
yeah,
We'd love that.
yeah. Oh, how does it feel that you didn't get the gold? I got a silver. I'm happy. Like,
Yeah,
I I'll just add it to the other 7 medals that I have. Like,
right.
yeah, people tend to focus on the wrong things
Mhm.
um when it comes to the Olympics. Like, now the fact that was it the figure skater that is a big Magic the Gathering player?
I
One
believe
of
so.
them is, yeah, one of them
Yeah,
is.
like the Magic the Gathering community is so happy about that. They're like,
Weird.
we got
We're
representation.
seen.
We're seen. And she's like talking about her cards. I was like, yo, guys, there's other Magic the Gathering Olympic players. She's the first one that got asked about it. Like, just accept it. Um, yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, the Olympics are almost over and such, so we'll get to find and have all of that. But guys, that's pretty much our podcast for the day. We will be around next week. We have a special guest, which will be Scott Tipsword. We're going to be talking about terrain for Warcrow. Him and I got
Hmm.
talking. Him and I have been talking about a lot of stuff and talking about all the different things that are happening in Warcrow and so on and so forth. And he runs all the events at Adepticon, or one of the people that runs all the events at Adepticon for Corvus Belly. And so next week we'll have him on, and him and I got talking about terrain for Warcrow because there is no standard for terrain. There's not like, hey, you should have 6 to 8 pieces or whatever type thing. But him and I will be on, and of course the entire group will be on. And we'll be talking about terrain. We'll have some pictures of some terrain, and such. And so we'll have that going up. But we're going to be talking about that. So stick around for that. Other than that, y'all be safe out there. Look after each other. Check in on each other. Play some games. Come and hang out with people. We miss you and can't wait to see you at Adepticon. For More Than Dice, I'm Gonzo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Izzy.
I'm Nessie.
Good night.
Night, guys.
Night.
Thanks for listening to More Than Dice, making the world a better, nerdier place, one dumb joke at a time. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. For more nerdy action or to connect with your hosts, check them out on Facebook.com/morethandice and Twitch.tv/more_than_dice. Until next time, stay nerdy, stay proud, and we'll see you soon on the More Than Dice podcast.